on what is going on here. Where are the runes? How come there are no runes in this? Why do we have dice? Where are my runes? Hey, welcome to another episode of Fate of the Norns. And what do we have here? We got runes and dice. Because today we're speaking about our d20 plus system, which adds a couple of really neat features to dice and how they resolve your monsters using the D&D system. So no runes today. We're going to be dealing with only dice. So with our new Kickstarter, what we're going to have is a new set of d20 rules for social combat and damage tracking. So this short video is going to talk about the proposed damage tracking using dice rather than a pencil and paper. So to begin with, let's look at our layout here. We've got a Lingormir. We're going to have another video completely talking about how this layout helps in presenting many different types of creatures. But right now we're just going to focus on the damage using the dice. Everyone as a DM is really used to using a pencil and paper to manage your health totals. With this Kickstarter, with this book, what we're going to be presenting is a way to use the die types to represent the amount of damage done. So there's a little bit of rounding in the math, and from over 100 people that we've sampled with our unscientific survey at conventions, 1 or 2 points of damage isn't a showstopper. Just a quick simple gist of this is, if a creature takes some damage, so let's say, I don't know, we're going to roll a d10 for damage, it takes 10 damage. Well, what you would do then is just take a d10 and mark it that the creature has taken 10 damage. If the damage was an odd number, you would be able to round. What's the closest die type to that? Would you take a d4 for 3? Yeah, we would take a d4 for 1, 2, 3, or 4 damage. We would take a d4. If we had 5 damage, you can either grab a d4 or a d6, whatever's handier. And again, if you're rounding up and down, the total amount of monster hit points are not going to be a big issue. So now, this monster right here, Lingormir 1, has 38 hit points. So we would know, once this guy's taken 18, 22, 34 damage, we'd need to take maybe one more 4 damage and it's dead. Now, one of the ways that you can optimize, making sure that you've got an easy count here, is a lot of people will end up just putting in dice together in pools of 10 or 20 or 30, depending on how many hit points the creature has. So it makes it so much easier to then really quickly be able to tell who is close to death. For this guy, 95 damage would be required, and if this guy took, let's set these aside in factors of 20, and let's say he took much more damage, something hit him for like 18 damage, we just round that up to a d20. We'd be able to see very quickly in terms of how much damage is being dealt. You don't care about the number that's on the face of the die, that's not an issue. It's just the die type that represents the damage taken. Now, one of the interesting things with using dice to represent the damage is the next video, where we talk about how you can burn those dice to use specific powers for these creatures. So stay tuned for that.